Hey everybody, Shahar Daron here. How are you doing today? Okay, this is just one more of those short videos that I wanted to shoot for you so that you will have ability to have some answers to questions that you probably have. All right, so today's topic, what we're going to talk about, I'm getting this silly, funny question a lot, and I find it really amusing. And so I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of an insight of how I handle it. And well, the question I'm getting by some of my funny prospects, unserious or serious, I'm not sure. It's difficult to judge. But some people have approached me with the audacity of a question: can you loan me the money to get started in a business? Well, how do you handle that? So here's the way that I handle it. First of all, right off the bat, I don't think you want to loan anybody the money because you're in business to make money. And whatever you want to give to charity from your profits is up to you. But I guess, you know, it's something that I get a lot. So you might get some people asking you with that question too because, hey, you're in business, so I want to do that business. Okay, let's cut this up. First approach, the reason that I say no, and I don't just say no, get out of my face kind of no, but I say no because in my experience, when you just give somebody something for free, they don't appreciate it. It didn't cost them anything. It's no sweat and blood and whatever effort of their own to get it, to achieve it. So, you know, they don't kind of have value with it. So, don't do it. That's the best advice that I can say. Don't do it. However, I came up with a very genuine, really wanting to help way because the truth is, look, this business can be done by anybody from any walk of life. It doesn't matter if they're, you know, rich, poor, white, black, any other color or whatever religion and, you know, place in the earth they live and what their circumstances is. We don't really, you know, reward one walk of life better than the other. None of that matters here. What really matters is the person that has the drive and does the, you know, mundane tasks or whatever tasks that it takes to get to generate the income here. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, you're a person, you can talk, you have a pulse, you want to make money, you have that positive attitude about you. I don't care where you came from, in a sense that it doesn't matter. Okay? So yes, sometimes even a homeless person, look at our founders, even a homeless person can start and be very successful big time in such a business. So it's kind of like an ethical, how do you approach this? Yes, you want to help everybody that you can. So here's what I came up with. And actually I was inspired. I don't remember to give the correct credit to the right person. But a few weeks ago, I think it was, I saw something on one of the internet mail or whatever trending information, whatever article. And that article really inspired me. And that article specifically was speaking about one young person, entrepreneur, who's actually a computer, whatever genius of one sort or another, or maybe he works for computer firms. I wasn't exactly remembering all the details. But what impressed me in the story, every day on the way to his job, to his work, to his office, he passes this homeless guy on the street corner, the same guy, the same place, day in, day out. He lives on the street. And he felt kind of like, he's a young guy, you know, the entrepreneur I'm talking about. He's a young guy, very successful in what he does, and he felt like, I really need to be able to give back. You know, I guess something struck him about that homeless person that maybe he can make a difference for him. So he was thinking about it because, you know, I mean, a lot of time we're kind of like, you know, presented with that and we're thinking like, oh my gosh, you know, I wish I could help this guy, but then you're influenced by, you hear a lot of people are just presenting themselves to be poor or you know, collecting charity where actually it's their own home business. You know, they go and present themselves to individuals, total strangers in wherever they can find them, asking for donation. People give them 10, 20, even if it's $1 or $5 a day. By the end of the day, they might make even more money than you and me, and it's funny. But so you really don't know how to approach or how to, you know, react to such a thing. So he had that going back to the story with this entrepreneur, he had that dilemma within himself, how to approach this guy, how to do it in a way that really going to matter. And so what he did, he came to this guy, $100 in hand, and he said to him, look, I want to make a difference in your life, but I want to give you a choice. I can either give you this $100 in my hand right now, and it's yours, because I figured that I want to give you something that can make a difference for you, or you have a choice. The other choice is you can be my apprentice, and I'll teach you a skill. I'll take you to my office, I'll take you to work with me, and I'll teach you the skill to do stuff on the computer that actually you could use as a career for yourself and better your life forever. And that homeless guy actually chose the second. So it's a very moving, you can see me, I'm emotional about it. It's a very moving story, and it resonates with me. And so when somebody now approached me with such a question, can you pay my way in, or can you get me started? Can you loan me the money? I'll return the money to you when I have the money back. Well, here's how I reply. What I say is, you can be my apprentice. You know how, there's a lot of tasks, mundane tasks that, you could hire a teenager to do for you, like whether it's, posting on Facebook or, sending the emails on your behalf to whatever lists that, you bought or whatever, or entering those copies into whatever autoresponder that you're starting to use, or, writing a review or searching review articles online and finding particular info. There's a lot of different things that you can actually delegate to somebody who's not as, business particular position that you are. Because you should always think of yourself as somebody who's worth a few $1,000s an hour, because that's our potential here. And why should you do something that somebody can get paid $5 or $6 an hour or $7 an hour to do, right? So we always want to delegate those little tasks to other people that we don't have to do. Those are small, mundane tasks. And so this is what I do nowadays. I approach that person and saying, look, I wouldn't just give you money flat out, but if you're really genuinely wanting to make this business work for you, and I believe you do, because you could, it doesn't matter what your walk of life and what your particular rank, where you are, and it doesn't matter. It's only matter what you do from here on. So here's what I'm willing to do. I'll let you work for me, do those tasks on my behalf. You don't have to be living with close proximity to me. I mean, thank God with the computer age and our business, you can be in another continent, like this last guy that I happen to cater this kind of offer to. And I'll just give you precise instructions per assignment. You will have to follow my directions. And when you do 7 of these assignments, in other words, I want this assignment repeated on a daily basis. So once you get familiar with how to do that, and you did it for me, now I know that you can go ahead and do that also for yourself when I help you with the money that you earn by working for doing those tasks for me. I will actually help you, yes, and you can use that money instead of, having to come up with that money on your own. You could use a portion of this money that you earn with working for me doing those tasks, and I can help you start your business. And if you're interested, great. It's no difference than having any other job or paying to somebody else. Why not pay somebody who's really genuinely interested in starting working with you and just doesn't have the funds? At least you're giving them the training hands-on. They see what you're doing in your business where you're successful, or what works for you that you're teaching them to duplicate. And so eventually, obviously, when you help them open their own business, they kind of have the hands-on already. They know what to do. They kind of got comfortable with it, with that environment. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a win-win situation. So hope that helps. See you on the next video. Have a good one.